Lantech Communications Global at InnoTrans2018. Highlights of the show this year are our multifunction 6-in-1 router, integrated router, and our 10 gig hub links on our new switch range. If we move over to our industrial switch range, which is ideal for trackside and stations, we have two models here: a 16-port PoE unit with gigabit ports on all 16 and PoE available. It has 4 10 gig SFP uplinks available. We then move to another model here that has 8 electrical ports that are 1 gig, and then we have 8 SFP connections which are up to 1 gig. We then also have 4 10 gig uplinks, but they are also tri-speed, as in the other switch, of 1.25, 2.5 and 10. If we move to some of our other switches, we have a 19-inch rack mount unit here. This has availability of 4 10 gig SFPs. They are also 1.2, 2.5 gig as well compatible. There is another module we can replace that with that will give you the 2 fibre SFPs at up to 10 gig and 2 copper 10 gig ports. Also, we have these 3 modules here. These can be changed for SFP up to 1 gig each one, or you can mix and match across. You can have that as SFP modules, that as electrical, that as SFP, or all 3 as SFP. Above those are 2 8-port models which are from our standard range, but one is 10100 and the other one is gigabit. Both available as PoE and non-PoE, but these are E-marks for vehicle applications across Europe. This is also a 16-port model that is 10100, 1 gigabit on 16 ports, with availability on 4 ports of 1.25 or 2.5 gigabits SFPs. Our EN50155 rail-approved Ethernet switches. The 2 switches at the back particularly have been developed for a large European project, which will become more apparent as time goes on. This particular switch has 16 10100 ports, 8 of those with PoE. We also then come across here, we have 6 10 gigabit uplink ports. Again, 4 of those have PoE with up to 30 watts per port available. The second switch in our lineup of 10 gigabit is this particular one. Again, it has 16 ports of 10100, 8 with PoE, but on this one we have 4 10 gigabit uplinks, 2 are on copper and 2 are on fibre. Our next switch is a layer 3 switch that has IEC 6173. Again, on this one though we have 16 ports of gigabit, again all with PoE and with 2 10 gigabit uplinks. We have some more of our rail certified switches here. The IGS 5008, which is an 8-port gigabit switch with DODI and console ports as well. This one is also X-coded. This unit here is the IPS 5416-16. It is a 16-port switch, which is 16 10100 ports with PoE and 30 watts per port available. Again, DODI and console configuration available. There are also 4 ports of 1 gigabit uplinks available. The last switch that we have here today is the TPS 5424. It is a 24-port 10100 switch, again with DODI and console port. At this end here we have 4 1 gigabit uplink ports. This is Lantech's TGR 5010TA-21. It is a 10-port gigabit switch and router combined. There are 8 ports of gigabit, and there's the additional 2 ports at 1 gigabit. We have 2 WAN ports here. The product also has NAT and firewall protocols. There is also another version of the same product with 8 PoE ports at 1 gigabit. This is our latest range of industrial multifunction LTE and Wi-Fi routers. We have These models, which are EM50155 for onboard train, within those they are a multifunction 6-in-1 router with PoE, the availability of SD storage, VPN, LTE, Wi-Fi and gateway or serial ports. Within there we can have up to 4 SIM cards. This is just a dual SIM variant. Here we have the 4 SIM variant of the same product, and you can see here we have the different LTE module aerials, also with GPS. Within there we have 11 AC available with up to 2 radios and 2.6 gigabits bandwidth. It is 3T and 3R MIMO technology. The connectors on these variants are SMA, but we have optional QMA connectors available. The routers also have environmental monitoring for router info and alerting, graphical Wi-Fi and LTE signal strength, and transmit and receive rates. They also have USB port for backup for restore and configuration and upgrade of firmware. Optional bypass ports available. They also have DODI for alarm, email and notice events. Ruggedized to EM50155 design, and we also have a wide input voltage range of 16.8 to 137.5 volts DC. We've introduced the EM50155 variants of the routers. This is an industrial variant of the router, made to sort of like DIN rail mounted. One addition this product has, it can be a PD device, so it can be powered from a PoE switch. Within those routers, we have various functions within them: multi-site VPN for mesh tunneling, as well as OpenVPN, L2TP and IPsec. We have train wireless carriage coupling for auto discovery and redundant ring and auto coupling. Wireless roaming within them, less than 50 milliseconds between access points. Load balancing that supports up to 8 mechanisms. Built-in Modbus gateway converting Modbus RTU to Modbus TCP for serial ports. Optional DNP3 gateway with serial ports, and the power input and PoE ports are all isolated. We've just seen the 4G router versions. These are the wireless access points, again for EM50155 onboard vehicle and industrial format. This product is also a 4-port switch as well, within built-in Wi-Fi at 2.4 and 5 gig, so we are AC compliant. This particular unit again can also be a PD device, so can be powered from a PoE switch. Again, you will see the product you saw there as an EM50155 product as an industrial with being a 4-port switch. This is the EM50155 variant of the previous industrial unit with just 2 ports on there. These units also incorporate the train wireless carriage coupling for auto discovery and fast wireless roaming.